Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Industrial Faith. Welcome to the channel and welcome to Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. This is Season 2, Episode 4. I am putting together currently some storage tanks for my oil and stuff because as much as I'd like to get blue signs rolling, I can't do it without oil. Because you use oil to make plastic, and plastic is used for, stuff. Batteries. It's also used for batteries. If I don't have any batteries, it just doesn't work. So what I'm making is, what was that? I am putting together, again, an assembler to make me oil tanks. Now I'm putting it together in that manner, so I obviously have more iron feed and so forth and all that good stuff. So what I was trying to do with the inserter, the smart inserter, was make it so it'll only make me 10 at a time. I don't think I have the technology yet to make green wires and red wires and set up conditions, which I believe you need for the smart inserter. I can't do that yet. Now, smart inserters, you can use them to only take something off the line. But you can't actually, so right now I can't do anything with it, so unfortunately. But yeah, so I'm just going to make, oops. So I'm going to piggyback something else onto this line. What am I piggybacking? Let's see. Iron. I'm curious. And I'm making... Oh! Okay, perfect. I'm going to make pipe and storage tanks all together. Ooh, gosh, how thoughtful of me. That's pretty smart. Now, one of the things I could have done is I could have made room so that everything I build shows up next to the bus, and I've seen people do that. It's pretty cool. I'm just not there yet. So here what I'm doing is eventually I'll have the 100 pipe, straight pipe made, and then I need underground pipe, and then it'll feed directly from the other one. So there again, I'm checking everything, making sure everything looks good, everything's running, it's handy dandy. I'm doing lab efficiency. And now I'm just kind of trying to test out solar patterns, what I want to do with these. And again, I realize I'm like, I don't have a lot of room for, what am I doing here? Green science. Oh, I think am I? Okay. Oh, I need inserters. So am I making blue inserters? What am I doing here? I've got to be making blue inserters. Right? Maybe? No? Well, obviously it's blue inserters. What are you doing? I don't know. Okay, I see. Fantastic. There we go. Okay, blue inserters it is. And the reason I can do that is because the green circuits aren't really they're being used, I think it takes a green circuit every 12 seconds or something. So it's really not doing much. So at some point I'm convinced the game had a brain fart and moved my stone miner because I don't recall touching it. Now if I could go back into the past videos and look, but I don't recall touching it. So I'm a little, part of me's kind of a little weirded out by the whole thing, but whatever. We'll get it. It got done. There's me always forgetting. In one of the older versions of Factorio, it could reach and take the end one from one of those, but not in the new one. Not in 0.12. 0.12 changed everything. So we're just looking at stuff. Again, there's my gimped wall. So I think pretty soon I'm going to start actually building. Yeah, here we go. Now we're really good because I really need landfill. So I'm going to start jamming them all together. So now that will get me, that'll keep making stone brick. Which is good because the landfill needs 20 stone, to make basic landfill. Someone's getting attacked. Here we go. And that's when I realized I've made the error there. So I have to get rid of this. Again, they need somewhere to flow, and they had no way to flow. Looked cool, though, didn't it? So I realized at this point, do I realize? I just double up the wall, just cuss. So, and that should be fine. There should be no more issues with that. So this will be my landfill factory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make two small landfills, and they're going to feed into a big landfill. Because I really don't use small landfill. Someday I may find a use for it, but not right now. There we go, everything's running. Good, good, good. Okay, so inserter size, what do I do? Here we go. That's so I can build the new ammo. The armor-piercing ammo, attacks are going to become more frequent. Although, strangely enough, once I really kick my solar into gear, their attacks are going to not be more frequent. There we go, need to balance that out. Not that it matters, really, but... So, what am I doing here? Oh, that's right, I can't make power poles yet. That's my next goal. Because the medium power poles, the yellow ones, allow sort of a... Here I'm counting space, how much I need, and I can actually put in another iron line if I have to. Don't have to, though, but I don't think I do. But the medium power poles give me a lot more flexibility with the solar settings, so I actually have to research them. So that's I found that a little interesting, that I was sort of, oh, I'm not there. So there's my old ammo. I think I'm just going to make a new ammo line right here. So I'm just checking to see. Now I'm not running out of ammo. There we can see everything seems to be working fine. The northern wall doesn't get attacked very often, but that's fine. I'm happy with that not being attacked. So again, copper and steel makes piercing ammo. There we go. Balance it out. Now, I don't know if those balancers are a necessity. And I'm going to have two assemblers feeding into it because I want to be able to replace my ammunition fast if necessary. There we go. Pretty decent. And again, that takes time to build up, but I have a lot of ammo already sitting there, so I'm not hurting for ammo. At some point, I will completely swap all the ammo out. I'll just take all the old ammo out. Here we go. Landfill. Bang. I'll take all the old ammo out and just put in... What do I put in? I'll take the old ammo and put in the armor-piercing ammo. Just replace it completely. And then all the old ammo will go sit in a box somewhere as a spare, I guess, in case I need... I don't know, something. I don't even know why I'd make it a spare, but... I don't know. I don't think you should throw things away in this game. I don't see a reason. Okay, so now I'm going to start working on the oil. I'm gonna expose all the oil wells, and I have there's 7 or 8 or 9 of them up. There's a ton of oil up here. There's so much oil I can actually go off of the. I can actually go off of coal and run completely off solid fuel. Not that I will. There's always better stuff to use oil products for. Copper's good for power and plastic. That's it. So, now I haven't made any concrete. So, okay, I don't need substations yet. I can't get them regardless. It requires blue energy, but I can't actually... For example, I need sulfur and I need plastic. I have neither. So I actually need to buckle down and get one of those. So instead I'm doing gun turret damage upgrade because... Well, that's good. So I have my power poles so I can start building those because all those need are copper and steel as well, which I strangely enough have right there. So this is a very dense area of the assembly line. I'm using, all the stuff. So, and the big long power poles are great, again, for, running power up to the north there is somewhat, I guess you could say, problematic, but not entirely. So I'm going to keep chopping stuff, because this is where I'm going to put my processing and storage tanks. I've already kind of figured I'll put it all right there. I need to chop down all these trees first, because, they're in the way. And again, they're not serving much purpose, because, as strange as it sounds, unless I'm going to get unless there's a way around to the north, because you can see a couple biter bases up to the north, unless there's a way around up there that's close where the biters can go and attack me. But until they actually get up there, no. I wish there was something I could do with those bushes, though. I mean, besides make them run for president. So I'm going to start setting up my tanks. Now, initially, I'm just going to build oil storage. Initially. Because that's all. I don't think I have advanced oil processing. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get things ready to run, so that way, again, so everything's ready to go. There we go. Power lines. So I'm going to, look at that, bang. I get rid of all that stuff there. Don't need it. So why would I do the underground pipe? It's so I can run between there. That's all. So now I'm going to start rearranging the power to go north up to my gun turret. So I can get rid of all these little guys. Because that's, I mean, yeah, you could string those everywhere, but why not? There we go. Some lights so people can see. And now we have oil starting. I have oil being produced. There's some lights again. You can see which furnaces are on because it's neat. They're little furnaces. The fire actually, again, produces light, which I think is very cool. So here I'm starting to expand out so I can start building the solar array. I do some testing, and well, not in this one. I think in the episode 6 I do some testing where I really watch what's going on. So now I'm just trying to figure out what I can do here, and so that's what I can do. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna make a big one here. So there we go, it's all connected, and now you can see I'm producing all my needs entirely from solar just with that. Isn't that fantastic? So episode 4, I believe. Yes, episode 4, we are on solar. Now again, were this a speed run, this would be an extremely, extremely slow thing. One of the things you need for a speed run is very fast science. I don't have that. Obviously, I'm running two labs. I have nothing else going 2 labs, so... and the solar cells are the only thing I can make. I can't actually make accumulators. So there's a definite possibility that my entire system could actually slow down at night because I don't have any energy saved. Now, I'm also not pleased with the accumulators. I muck about with accumulators and it kind of bugs me. But here I'm going to be building my tank farm. I'm just looking, and hopefully they run that way. So... and I'm going to build these with a plan to expand. And so I'm like, well, where do I need to go with these? And so that's my spacing. And here I goof it up. Because I actually needed, there we go. I want them to be able to go 2 wide if I have to. But at the same time, I don't need that just yet. So there we go. And I'm going to start building my oil factories. So... All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're wrapping this up. Thank you for joining me for the latest episode of Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix, Season 2. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. So have a good night, and bye-bye.